What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monday night flagship Flipside episode 157.
You're listening to Tales from the Flipside. Tales from the Flipside. Tales from the Flipside.
Well, I don't know what's going on. We've got something weird going on here, guys. We're gonna figure it out. What's going on here? We're stuck in the ether. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was muted.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the ether, you guys.
There we
go. Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Hello, I cannot see you. Come closer.
Yeah, that was some weird shit, man. I'm like, what the hell is that? I couldn't click
WandaVision
anything.
shit.
Nothing. Damn. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Tales from the Flipside episode. Hey, we rely on some technology sometimes, and technology just doesn't know how to work sometimes. So it is what it is. But we've got a lot of cool news. Marvel Cinematic Universe has just completely blown up again in a good way. A lot of fun stuff to speculate about with information that's dropping daily by the minute. Like I feel like there's new information coming out and you have to kind of go check to see where it's coming from. Some of it's true, some of it's not, but it's all super exciting. And WandaVision, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Bishop Hawkeye stuff. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And of course, our hobby is just blowing up in general. And the market report, the second market craziness, third market craziness is just outstanding right now. So we're going to get into a market report. Of course, that's going to be a big chunk of the show. What's going on, everybody? We've got Dino in the house, CEO. What's up, brother?
What up, man?
We've got the one and only Nico Esquire. What's up, brother? Paul's Problems in the house, and one and only Big Leg chilling with us. So we've got a full group tonight. It's going to be fun stuff. What do you say we get straight into the news tonight and start off with something kind of cool? Chris Evans. We got a signing engagement coming up. I think the last big signing that we talked about was Harrison Ford. It was like something like $1,300 to get his autograph. But Chris Evans is going to be doing a signing with CGC for their signature series. And, I think that's kind of exciting because now you can get your photo variants signed. And there's a lot of cool photo variants out there that are decent variants. And some of them were on the thumbnail tonight. What do you guys think about Chris Evans doing a signing? Would you guys get any of those books signed and graded to try to sell them quick?
No. Was there a price? Like, dude, I mean, to me, if you can get them, to me, autographs would be more personal. I never go for the signed versions. People I really like, I have some stuff of, but I don't have tons of yellow labels, and and so honestly, like, I'm not fanboy enough to give it enough of a shit to want to meet Chris Evans, and if I want to see him, I'll just watch an Avengers movie over again. So yeah, to me, not that great a deal. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people happy about it, but personally, it's not really my taste.
Dino, what about you, brother?
Well, me and Nico were talking about it beforehand. I didn't know it was $300, so that's kind of interesting. I thought it was going to be more like $8, but should we tell them the book or should I not tell them the book, dude?
Yeah, tell them the book. Can't fucking buy them anymore.
Yeah, Avengers, Age of Ultron.
I mentioned the book to Dino. Dino promptly bought it out from under me and then bragged about it. I was like,
well, you know. Yeah, I'll give it back to you. How about that?
Yeah, show him the book. It's a good one. I stole it from somebody else. Shout out to our buddy Steve Horn.
Yeah, it's Avengers Age of Ultron, 1 in 25, Ultron Forever variant.
This one right here, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah,
you do it. Your computer's actually better. I gotta get the stuff all set up.
So, yeah, it's not terrible.
there are obviously other options.
Is that it?
Yeah,
But that's a gorgeous book.
yeah. I mean,
Wow.
Due to WandaVision, I actually started rewatching Age of Ultron, like in the background and stuff. Because I don't remember if I ever saw it a second time, and I saw it in one of those theaters where they feed you dinner and whatever and drinks and stuff, and it was the air conditioning was broken, and so I was in there. It was just hotter than shit, and I'm trying to stay awake. And I think it like really soured me to it, but I rewatched it and I was like, man, I should have rewatched this already. I mean. Disney said after WandaVision, maybe you should watch this again, and so I was like, that's not a bad idea, but yeah.
Did you guys like that movie Push that Chris Evans was in before Captain America? It's like one of my all-time favorite comic book ish, whatever the hell you want to call it, movies. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I know
it's absolutely worth 2 hours of your life.
yes, I remember watching this. Yes, I saw it.
Yeah.
$300 for him to sign himself, but $550 for him to sign as Captain America. What the hell's the difference?
I
Really?
bet you. Listen, he doesn't put these in place. I think he gets paid a set amount to go do the signing,
Right.
And then CGC or Ace or whoever. I think it was Ace. Yeah, Ace Universe.
Yeah.
They probably put the prices on there. But you're right. That's the thing, right? It's to personalize it, or to, what do they call that when they leave like a. They call that something.
Maybe it's $550 for him to sign Chris Evans Captain America.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's just he
Yeah.
adds Captain America after his signature
Okay.
in his own handwriting.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
They
like,
call that something.
How much to have him just sign Captain America and not sign Chris Evans?
Yeah, that's what I thought at first.
Right? Like, dude, be like, nah, Captain America, sign this. He's my Captain America.
everyone busts
No,
up
dude,
with
I don't know
Captain
who
America
Chris
once.
Evans is, but
Right.
straight Captain America.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple other ones that weren't bad. They're really hard to find still. I know that. I think I put them on our thumbnail. Let me see here. I'll bring up. We'll go ahead and bring up our thumbnail. But these ones right here, the Winter Soldier, the Bitter March. I think there's a fan expo, and then there's another expo that's for the Winter Soldier. Same cover, it just has a different on logo on it. And then you have Captain America #1, and then this Captain America First Avenger #1 isn't really a photo variant, it's a video game, but it looks like it's Chris Evans as in the video game. So just some interesting books that may be worth selling if you have them right now, for people that want to buy in on this, trying to make some money in on this signing.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm much like Sean. I don't think I have a single gold label book, but a celebrity makes a lot more sense to me than Donnie Cates.
I would hate.
Sorry, Donnie Cates, but I'd love to have an Alan Moore signature series Killing Joke. That would make a lot of sense to me.
I would hate if somebody had Chris Evans sign a Golden Age Captain America. That would piss me off.
Oh yeah, that would be
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
That would.
I was sending my Captain America one in just for this. God damn it.
The thing is, I'm not here to hate on how other people do it, though. What I mean? If that's your thing, have at it. It's cool. A lot of people collect a lot of different ways or whatever, but
this
not
right
my
here.
thing.
John
That's kinda
Fox of
dope.
Comics. Yeah,
That's
have him
interesting.
sign Human Torch. Get him to sign a Human Torch cover. Is there any photo variant Human Torches for Chris Evans?
Oh, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, that might
I
be a
like
good
where your
one.
head's at there, John.
Yeah.
Hey, Human Torch 1 from 73 is still cheap as shit.
Absolutely.
You could do that one. I probably got that laying around here somewhere.
Yeah, but
Well,
no Android Human Torch. Not cool.
That's a little bit of MCU news. Let's get into some more. We had some Blade director announcement, right? And this is kind of interesting. What's going on here, Dino?
This is this is the writer from Watchmen. She's going to do the script for Blade. So Watchmen from the HBO series was it HBO, right, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the HBO series is on board to write the new Blade movie with. Obviously, that kind of brings a better. A lot of people were hating on it, but I think it brings more credibility to Blade now, and I think it's going to be decent because Watchmen was off the chain. So I think it's a home run hit. I think hopefully.
It's not bad. We'll see. Everybody liked the Watchmen that far as I talked to that saw it. They really loved it. So
I didn't finish it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It gets good. You just got to skip to the last episode if you haven't seen it. You know what I mean?
I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through, and my wife didn't get it like whatsoever.
Oh.
And it's not up her alley. And then we just turned it off. And I guess I wasn't enthralled enough to ever go back because it was after it was over. So I was like just a Sunday or Saturday or something binge, you know?
Yeah, I did the same thing with Mandalorian, the season 2. I'm shameful to say that. I got like episode 8 or whatever, and I just didn't go back.
Well, it'll be a good place to go start back over, right? Why not? Yeah. Here we go. We all love Sinister around here. We talk about Sinister all the time, kind of being that one villain that would be fun to finally be able to spec on in a good way. And we're finally getting some news that he's going to show up in the MCU universe, albeit in a cartoon. But I'm down for Sinister anywhere. I think he's one of the best characters in comics. And we're going to see him. Patton Oswalt tweeted out or put on his IG that we're going to get Mr. Sinister popping up in Marvel's Modoc. So very cool. Be very cool to see that. What do you guys think about that? Think we got finally some decent movement on those Mr. Sinister books, or do we just hold?
Oh, it's a hold for me.
Yeah, that's hold Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, I buy every high grade copy I can get for $20 and stick them in a box.
I think this is going to be the most underrated series that comes out of this whole Disney Plus thing. I think Patton Oswalt is such a fan, and I'm high on Patton Oswalt in general. I think he's a funny guy. I think this is going to be an underrated series that people are going to draw to, and it'll be interesting if they bring him into the. I know he's been in the live action, but like him maybe behind the thing with live action, maybe it'd be interesting because he's such a comic book nerd.
Are they doing Modoc on Hulu or did they move it over to Disney Plus or both? Or does anybody know?
I thought it was Hulu only.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought it was too, but then they canceled like 6 of those shows, or at least they canceled 2 officially, stopped talking about a lot of them, and Modoc's the only one we ever really heard any whispers about.
It's on Hulu.
Okay. Do you guys think we'll see Spider-Gwen? Or no, I'm sorry, not Spider-Gwen. What's it?
Gwenpool?
Gwenpool. Yeah.
I think if we see her anywhere first, it'll be in an animated series. I think that's perfect for animated series. If. I'm holding out hope for that. If she drops there, it tells me that Marvel and Sony have figured out we're just going to get along and make money, and we don't care about anything else. And that would make me happy. Well, real quick, shout out to let's see here. Shout out to Read or Die, who said that we need to check out Strange Tales. There we go. Strange Tales 114 for that Chris Evans autograph. Get him to sign cover for both. There you go.
Nice.
I don't know if I could have him sign the actual book, but if there's a reprint out there, maybe that might be funny to sell. So there we go.
Sign the CGC case.
Yeah, sign a CGC case. There you go. That's the way to do it, brother. That's the way to do it. All right. All right. I think some of the biggest news and some of the best news that we're seeing are some of these picks. Haley Steinfeld put out a tweet saying work life. So grateful. I hope you are all safe and well. And she's showing her filming scenes of her as Kate Bishop. And once we start seeing more of these scenes from, Kate Bishop and her in costume these books are just going to go flying. So we've got a couple books going on here to talk about, obviously, after we talk about the movie. But what do you guys think about seeing picks like this? You guys looking forward to it even more now? Is this just par for the course?
I'll go ahead. I read the series, so I was one of the naysayers in the beginning and read the series. I'm on board now. Am I more excited? Not really. I don't get really excited when it comes to this stuff. I'm not that type of dude. But I mean, it's encouraging. It's gonna, I hope it lives up to the expectations of reading it. That's the sad part about reading the series. That hopefully, because always when you read it, it's always better than the movie usually. So
yeah,
a la Preacher, right? I mean, I hate to say it.
I don't want to talk about that TV series.
Yeah.
Matt Fraction's run is one of my all-time favorite runs ever. Loved it. Thought it was just super smart. Haley Steinfeld is brilliant. That she did this photo on Twitter or Instagram or whatever is kind of a testament to how smart she is about self-promotion. A lot of celebs are not, and she's a smoke show, and I think this is going to be a big deal come December.
Yeah. Couple books to talk about. Everybody knows about Young Avengers, but what do you got here there, Nico?
So here's kind of the thing. I think there's one Young Avengers one that makes more sense than the rest at the price point, because you can still find them mislisted because a lot of people aren't hip to it yet, and it's the toy variant.
Yep.
Not a lot of box toys left. They're Nightmare 9/8s. I don't know that there'll ever be a 9/8 because of the way that it was shoved in the box. This copy that's mangled, somebody's trying to sell it for $100. There's a 9/6 on eBay for $1,000. I think that's the highest graded on the census last time I looked. I still love the second print of Hawkeye number 9. I think there's only 3 9/8s now. You can get a 9/8 CBCS for like $450 maybe on eBay, which kind of makes sense to me at that price point. Can we go to the next slide? I think Pizza Dog is going to be a fan favorite. You'll have an opportunity to jump, or to pop off those books. And the second print is obviously preferable. They're a pain in the ass. I looked for the second print forever and had to break down and bid on one in a live auction, which I don't do for like $50, $60 books. You know what I mean? Like, I dig. I'm in a place that's got a ton of back issues, but I did. So I'll admit it. Team Pizza Dog. Can we go back to that last slide? The variant on the left, the number 2, has really become kind of like the standout variant from that Hawkeye run. It's like $100 book now, but keep your eyes peeled for it in long boxes. I'm not necessarily suggesting anybody run out and grab those, but it's one to look for. I think it'll stick around that price point, particularly since they homaged that particular cover in some of the publicity art. Can we go to the next slide? So the David Aja variant at the onset of this was the standout variant for Kate Bishop. It's kind of fallen out of favor. But I like the one on the left, which is the Phil Noto Young Avengers 2 variant. You can almost get it for ratio. It's a 1 in 50. And I think when the rubber meets the road, those copies will disappear. And down the line, people are going to want that one. That may, in fact, be your lineup for Young Avengers, with America Chavez, Kid Loki, Wiccan, Hulkling, Speed, and Kate Bishop.
I think I'm going to up my price then. I got it on eBay for like 3 something.
Is that Kamala Khan? Who's that?
Help me out. Where?
Is that Kate Bishop and right in the center there? Who's right underneath Wiccan and
That's Kate Bishop.
Okay. All right. I like it. Very cool. All right. Yeah, we'll see what happens. This character has been hot forever, but getting more and more images like this, and getting closer and closer to seeing finished, post-production, images or videos or teasers, it's going to get crazy. And it's all coming together. Some more information that we got this week was yesterday during the Super Bowl. We got the new Falcon and Winter Soldier teaser, and people are starting to talk about Songbird, and seeing more and more of the Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff. We're going to see more and more of Songbird and Batroc the Leaper, but Songbird is the character that a lot of people are starting to spec on, and this is the one, right, Nico? Marvel 2-in-1 number 54.
Yeah, we've been talking about this character for I don't know, more than a year at this point. The Black Widow movie being delayed really kind of put a lot of people who were excited about the rollout of the Thunderbirds on ice. And looks like we're going to see this character, Daniel RPK, Charles Murphy, and others They've kind of like leaked that news legitimately like a calendar year ago, but it looks like there's interest ticking back up. You know, I don't know that I'd necessarily be buying copies off of eBay, but it's one to keep your eye out for. I think you'll have an opportunity to move those books if you already have them, not necessarily today. Although if you've got a ton of them because you bought them when we first started talking about them, today would be the time to move them.
Amen. Amen. All right. Listen, all this is coming together for one reason and one reason only, and that is WandaVision, and how WandaVision is currently opening up everything for us as continuity fans, right? I mean, it is the catalyst for everything. And we've been talking for a while now about, you know, how the multiverse is going to, you know, let in the mutants. It's going to bring us Spider-Gwen and Miles and hopefully Silk. But now we know for sure that's happening. Not necessarily bringing in those characters, but Spider-Man 3 is definitely going to be Spider-Verse, right? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is definitely what happens after Wanda did her thing. We're definitely going to see Stephen Strange show up on WandaVerse, right? And then, of course, we also got the news that Elizabeth Olsen is going to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So does each one of these, even Falcon and Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, the Moon Knight stuff, does each one of these talk about and deal with the Multiverse of Madness, or just some of them? I think they all kind of have to, right? That's what the whole reason for this is.
I don't know.
No?
Well, I mean, I don't know that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to talk about the multiverse. They're going to have the Weapons Plus program. I don't know. It's freaking fascinating. I just want to know if we're going to get no more mutants in reverse. Like, I already said no more mutants, and I'm rewinding it. Here are the fucking mutants. Like, that shit, that's all I want to know. It's been driving me fucking nuts, and nobody will tell me the answer.
I picture like serial killer hunter, like TV show thing where it's just the red yarn trying to tie all this stuff together. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
I think it's great so far. I'm, you know, we always say in Feige we trust, and he's killing it on basically everything. I think that after people saw what they saw with Falcon and Winter Soldier, the little extra stuff like yesterday, I saw a lot of comments of people being like, holy cow, this looks amazing. Like, it really looks good. It looks exciting. It looks like it's going to have a good story. It looks like those two are going to play the buddy cop role trope very well. I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't looking forward to it at all until we started seeing post-production work. And right as they started showing teasers and trailers, I was in. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, we've got one female and one male star in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, in addition to Benedict Cumberbatch and the gal who's playing America Chavez. People are speculating are Clea and Brother Voodoo. You know, I don't know. I was pretty confident in that news until they sacked the director and indicated that they were going to do less of a horror movie and, in fact, tell this multiverse story. I'm kind of fascinated to see how that all shakes out. You've heard a number of different people speculate that we'll see Mr. Fantastic as the astrophysicist that Monica Rambeau said she's going to consult. Kind of the secondary opinion is it's going to be Blue Marvel, which I find to be far less probable. But again, you know, it's nice to hear people sort of like postulating and coming up with these sorts of theories. Marvel TV has done so much to get people sort of like speculating about comics. And for me, that's awesome.
Amen.
That's a good analogy. Like you said, it's all going to tie in, and it's going to be hopefully it's the second boom of it. You know, I mean, I know we've had with COVID and everything, we've had a lull in the Marvel universe. Obviously, I think hopefully this reignites the thirst for Marvel fans. Hopefully,
I think it's doing exactly that. It's hyping up, especially in the speculation world right now. I never expected to see spec move movie spec and TV spec move books like it did back in the day when the Avengers movies were first coming out, and it's getting close to that. I mean, a lot of this movie and TV spec is starting to really push books again, and I'm loving it. So very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. All right. Before we move on, I want to give a shout out. Of course, we've been talking about Wanted Comics for a while here on the channel. They're big friends of the channel. We appreciate what they do over there. They do some really cool exclusives and covers with some really good artists. And they recently put out a new. We're gonna go check out their IG real quick. Make sure you guys are following Wanted Comics and IG. It's Wanted Comics with an X. But they put out a really gorgeous new HaHa cover with John Gallagher. This is HaHa number 2. Really cool take on the homage to Chamber of Chills 19. Is that what it is, guys?
Yeah.
Chamber of Chills.
How many people on the podcast right now own a chamber? By show of hands. 1, 2. Dino, you don't have one?
Not yet.
I didn't know.
I've had 3. Paul has one of the 3 that I had. I have the original copy that I have, and I don't remember what the other one was.
And so I'm the only jack off that had one.
My boy
was dumb enough to sell it.
My boy Sean has yours, other one, Sean W.
Oh, really?
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the trade variant, and key in on that cuffling, guys. That's one of the coolest parts, right? Right. Pretty interesting. But another cool thing that Wanted recently put out. Let's see if we can find it here. Well, we're just going to do this. Why don't we just do this?
Let's just look at his lunch.
I know, right? let's show Drew's lunch. One of the cool things they put out recently is this High Republic number 2 variant. Really cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
This is we've talked about this before too. We've got a copy to give away tonight, and here's how we're going to do it, guys. After the show, leave a comment on the YouTube video down below. Leave a comment telling us your favorite Wanted Comics exclusive that they've put out. And we will give away this book to one of those random commenters. You guys have to subscribe to the channel, and also you guys should probably be following Wanted Comics on IG too if you want to win this book. So there you go. Just leave a comment below of your favorite Wanted Comics exclusive.
Okay, not in the live chat though, right?
Not in the live chat. No,
a comment.
No. Yeah,
a comment on the video.
On the video.
That's really complicated, Brian. I don't know.
And also be a subscriber to our channel, of course, and be following Wanted Comics. And you can win this book. We will give it away Monday of next week. We'll announce the winner Monday of next week. So, yeah, here we go. So, Wanted Comics, High Republic, the Virgin variant for High Republic number 2. Really cool book. So, if you guys want to win one, there's how you win it. So, shout out to Wanted Comics. And make sure you guys go check them out for that HaHa number 2 cover. Yeah, John Gallagher, Will Sliney, Greg Horn. Those are some of the great artists and creators that Wanted Comics has been working with for some of their exclusives, and they've got some great stuff. So make sure you guys tell us which one is your favorite. And again, leave that in the comments below after the live feed, and we'll pick one of those winners. So shout out again to everybody that watches the show. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that bell so you guys are notified for all the great content that's coming from Tales from the Flipside channel. Really cool stuff coming. We have a super secret Star Wars content that we have coming out soon. Next month or so, I think you guys will start seeing some stuff drop for the Star Wars stuff. I think you guys are really going to like it. And we've been looking forward to doing stuff like this for a while. So keep your eyes on Tales from the Flipside channel for that.
Are you going to tell me about it later? I mean, it's secret.
I'm not going to tell you shit until it drops, just like everybody else, brother.
Whatever. Bullshit.
So shout out to Wanted Comics, you guys. All right. What do you guys say? When you want to get into market report, I know everybody loves the market report.
I wish you wouldn't keep secrets from me.
Shut up, man. God, get over it, brother. Jeez. All right, here we go. Dino. Here we go, brother. I'm going to let you take over market report. I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're good, dude. So Let me get the document up so I know what the hell I'm doing. So okay, here we go.
I get the first one.
Are you gonna go first? Are you gonna do all this, or you want me to do it?
You didn't look up all the books, did you?
No. Did you write them all?
No, but I got this one.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I got some of them.
Okay.
All right. Startling Terror number 11. The classic LB Cole cover. As you guys can see, CGC 2.5 copies sold for $1,517 in a live auction. So there's a whopping 85 blue labels on the census. The highest graded are 2 9.2s. 4 O's kind of the high mark on the census. That's basically the big cluster of copies. Lot of sales in the last calendar year. In November, a 6.5 sold for $5,800. That same month, a 4.0 sold for $3,840. A 3.0 sold in February for $1,750. And then we've got this 2.5 sale. What do you guys think?
Probably goodbye. I mean,
for LB Gold cover, it's underrated, dude. It's just like, you know, I always think these books are higher, and like you said, 6.5 sold for only what 50 something hundred. That was like $5,000. Like, that's cheap.
Yeah, I mean, it looks. I mean, I'm only looking at it right now. I didn't see the auction live, so nice bright red on it. You know, doesn't. I'm not zooming too much here, but yeah, I mean, it looks like a nice. You're buying. I mean, you know, you're buying the cover on this book, so I think that's a good price for a decent copy of that cover there.
Yeah, it's weird. So, like, this has always been kind of like one of the standout LB Cole covers, one of the classic PCH covers, and everybody's top 10, top 25. But it hasn't escalated in price with books like Chamber of Chills 19 or, Mask 1 or Mask 2 or a handful of the other, like, bangers. So, I don't know if it's just fallen out of favor or if its day is coming and there'll be a huge price adjustment.
Okay, cool. Let's do this one.
That's you, buddy.
That's me. This is all me. So obviously it's Weird Horrors number 6, St. John Publications, CGC 5.5, $1,600. Now, contrary to our last book, this only has 22 copies on the census, which is interesting for a St. John's publication. 8.0 is the highest graded, and it has the Northford pedigree. For reference, 4.5 sold for $348 in 2019. No other recent real comparable data. So this is one of those books that you find and you just throw it up, and it's interesting. There's no real sale, so you just throw it on an auction and throw it out there, and it's going to get big money because you don't know where the barometer is going to be set at, pretty much, because everything else was like 2013 or 2019, but it was like a 4.5, and a 1.5 was like $150 back in the day. But I mean, it's nothing. Yeah. No books.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of ugly.
I agree with you. It looks it's not like as beautiful as other things we've seen.
Yeah, it's like sniffing a weird alien butthole or something.
I'll never look at that book the same. St. John's books are classically rare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just always hard to find. I'm shocked that to even see one in that kind of like high grade. This week was like, wow, I can't believe that shit was actually on eBay week. So this is the first of many of those.
Okay, so going to the next book.
Damn.
This is me again. Lawbreaker Suspense Stories 11, 5.5 vintage. It's a Charlton comic, obviously. So this one ended for $3,930, 56 bids, so a lot of action. 57 Universal Blues on the census. Highest graded is there's 3 of them, 8.5, and one's a Bethlehem pedigree. Graded 5.5, sold for $2,701 in June of 2019. A 6.0 graded last sold for $4,200 in August of 2020. This book is moving towards a steadily incline, and obviously it's a great cover. So, I mean, if you It's lawbreakers and like law books or crime books like this. It's like, it's interesting. This is one of the rare ones that, usually crime books go up, but it's like crazy covers. This is probably in that realm of books that are going to move up because of the comic covers so great. So, like Starling Terrors.
Like, here's a human tongue, young lady.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's as crazy as Crime Doesn't Pay. Is that 20? What is it? 27? 20,
It's on 23, the first.
23. Yeah, the one with the stove. But I mean, still, it's up there. So
yeah, that's my grill. I shouldn't have passed it.
Yeah, you, me, and my buddy Keith are all now the like three of the biggest sharks I know, if we count me too, are all looking for that book. Did you guys see the? I can't remember who did it. It's like I don't know if it was Black Cat or Pre-Code Monster or one of those guys. They commissioned art that homages that cover that's got Vader putting Leia's head on a burner.
No,
it's exceptional. Yeah, it's exceptional. I'll have to find it to show it to you. I was looking for it and I couldn't figure out whose IG it was, and I was hoping maybe somebody else would remember it. But
moving on to this is you.
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
Okay, I can do it. It's fine.
All right, thanks.
I mean, it's obviously it's Usagi Jumbo #1, CGC 9.6, Fantagraphics, first print.
Don't hate me.
No, it's okay. 9.6. It ended at 455. I mean, I think I didn't want to add this one because I don't think it was that move of a needle. I think it's probably because it didn't seem like anything like outstanding to me, but I can bring it up right now. So this one had, see, the problem is it's like 322. There's a second printing that only has 10. That's interesting, but the first printing has 322, and there's 89 9/8 and 101 9/6. So I didn't really see too much on this book that it rose that much, but that's kind of our bad, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, it's like, dude, like I said, I sold mine for 100 something. Like,
yeah.
It was sometime like in the summer. I don't know exactly. It was one of the last orders I did myself, and it sold kind of fast. But it had sold. I think that was a little more than like maybe the last one had sold, and so I was like, yeah, that's fine. And it had my original $5 sticker on it from when I got it at a store. So yeah,
I'm like you, dude. I didn't appreciate the major money that this book sells for in high grade. Now, I don't know that I've ever had a super high grade copy of it, but I let mine go apparently way too cheap.
I had one too. I let one cheap too. Okay.
Alas.
The next book.
Yeah, this one's me. Holy shit. Is this wild? Marvel Age 98. This is like a demonstration of what a good listing on eBay can do for a book.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You guys will love this. So, right, like the listing says, there's 198 on the census. There's also 196 on the census because only 4 people gave a shit about this book and slabbed it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And the 9.6 sold in December of last year for a whopping $100.
Wow.
So kudos to the seller. The buyer's got King Kong balls, which I don't possess. And I hope he's on to something that we don't know about. I know that they're going to redo the Toxic Avenger.
Correct.
And it's certainly a beloved character. But sweet Jesus, that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
The Toxic... I've got a Toxic Crusaders 1 9.8. I think it's a newsstand, but it's from the because they made the cartoon version of this.
Yeah.
Toxic Avenger and stuff when we were kids. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah, it was pretty good. And if anybody likes, huh? Yeah. Same Pete color. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I bought it a while ago. I bought it just not even a spec, just as a Trauma fan. And just if there are Trauma fans out there, I forget the guy's name, but he's worked for him for years on Ari Shafir's Skeptic Tank. He did a podcast with him in like October. If you're a Trauma fan, it's like an hour and a half long. Scroll back and you can find it.
Very cool.
Good shit.
And you know what's funny about that Toxic Crusaders book? There's only 9 9/8 in one signature series. So just so people know. Okay. Next book is this you, right?
Yeah. So, all right, let's see here. Amazing Heroes number 45. This was obviously one of the earliest appearances of the Ninja Turtles in print. There are 18 slab blue labels, 5 signature series copies. There's only one 9/8. No recorded sales in 9/8 condition. A CGC 9/6 sold in January for $375, and another copy this past December sold in 9/4 condition for $295. It's a cover to remember, one that I know Paul and some of the other turtle sharks have been hip to for a long, long time. Paul, did you ever find a copy of this book?
I don't think I have one, to be honest with you.
Damn it.
I have something that might predate this, though, so I'll be.
I think it's next on the list.
Yeah, I don't have a first print, but no, I think I have something that came out before this.
The Comics Journal?
Early, yeah.
All right, let's talk about. Hold on. Can you go to Comics Journal number 89? Do you know?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
But yeah, the first print on. Are we coming back to this one or no?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
But I wanted to talk about your predating.
I think it's this one.
Yeah.
March of 1984. Super cool book. There's only 10 blue labels, 2 signature series copies. The highest graded copies on the census are 9/2s. There's 3 of them. There's only 2 recorded sales in 9/0 condition. This is one of them. There's only 2 recorded sales ever. There's this one in 9/0 condition, which sold in February for a mere $350. Back in November, a 9/2, the highest graded, moved for $1,250. Recorded GPA sale.
I need to send mine in.
Fire it, buddy!
Yeah. I need to send in like a magazine size CGC lot.
Yeah, you got to get all your
Magazine
mags
size
together to save on the shipping.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that spirit cover's dope.
Yeah, this was fun to research. I wasn't the first. Someone pointed this out to me, and so I kind of went down the rabbit hole and emailed all sorts of people and tried to find out if it was this or if it was something else. And from everything I can see, I think this is it. I don't know if any of the listings have it, but it's a little picture of Leonardo drawn in there.
I don't have it. That's okay.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye out for. I mean, I don't know where, like anywhere.
This is one of those things you see at probably like an antique store or something.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. Or like, I like magazine boxes in comic shops. They're the first place I go. Whenever I go in a comic shop, I go to like a weird like, do you have weird shit? Where's that at? Start there. You know, things that your average like collector goes in and would just ignore or discard. Kids' books, magazines, like that's where even the sharks will ignore, and you can still scoop up those books. You know what I mean?
Yep, totally. And then, the magazine's just in such shitty shape over the years, man.
So here,
you know what I mean? Comic collectors had bags, boards, and boxes at least. Magazine collectors, not necessarily. All my magazines are in the garage from when I was a kid, and I'm like, damn it, there's all these years of moisture damage that I was looking through them the other day. And but
here's I found my timeline. So the Comics Journal 89, according to my research, little Magic School Bus reference there, but Comics Journal 89, March 1984, Amazing Heroes 45, April of 84, April 15th, Comics Buyer Guide 545, April 27th of 84, and then TMNT number 1 was May of 84. And then Gobbledygook, that's what I couldn't find, an official publication date for Gobbledygook 84, or month, I mean. So that was my outlier.
That's our buddy Paul dropping knowledge bombs. Yeah.
So this on the screen for people who are watching: 1984 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 first print CGC 9.4, $35,900. We saw 9.8 a couple years ago that one of our buddies decided that he was going to buy, and we told him not to foolishly, and he's probably thinks about it every day. And
yeah, I had one. There was the third print 9.8 on mycomicshop.com that was in my cart for like 2 months for $800. And and I was just all, I'm an idiot. But again, it was the period of new COVID restrictions and trying to buy a house and sell a house at the same exact time. And it was just like there were so many unknowns, and I'm just all, this is idiotic. This is idiotic. And yeah, I'm not even sure what it's at right now, and I don't want to look.
Do you guys remember when this book sold for $40,000 in 9.8 condition, and people were like, "Is that a fraudulent sale? Did they actually pay for that?" I mean, like everybody and their brother was talking about it, and now the numbers on Turtles books. I'm saying this. I'm saying that. I'm like, do you think these are really sales? Who's buying these books? Are athletes buying these books? Like, crazy shit coming out of my own mouth. It's just, we were talking about it before the podcast. I mean, I have no words. I am speechless about the crazy prices.
And someone asked, JJ Maxwell said it's signed and sketched and has a blue label. I don't know if it's actually signed.
Well, if that's true, you can just take the deduction. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to get the green label. You can just take the deduction. Green label is no deduction.
I gotcha.
It's just considered like pen.
Interesting.
Yeah, you got to learn the rules of CGC.
Or just next time we get Matt Nelson on in an interview with Nico, you'll have to get him to remember all these and go over them again, like you do every interview. So just go watch the Nico interview with Matt Nelson.
He's really good, dude. That guy's really smart. Yeah.
He is. By the way, a quick segue, and then we'll go back into the market report. You guys have a interview coming up later this week with a really cool cosplayer in the cosplay world. She goes by Oddfell. I think that's how you say it. I got her Twitter up here. Let me do this. This is her Twitter, so make sure you guys go check her out. She's big into the cosplay world. She works at a comic book store, if I remember correctly. Tell us a little bit about her, Nico.
Yeah, so super down to earth, super knowledgeable, and does a hell of a job of kind of like defying the lame stereotypes about cosplayers. I think. Look, if you feel attacked by my statement, I'm fucking talking about you. I think if you don't, like, I'm probably not. We do a bad job of kind of like being decent to these people who love comics and celebrate them in a different way. She crosses into sort of both areas. She collects vintage comics like we do, but also does, for lack of a better description, performance art by way of cosplay, and is super smart, works at a brick and mortar store, and I really had a good time just kind of listening to her talk about that. Lord knows you would never see me. I just don't have the courage to dress up in costumes. I mean, I don't think I could fucking do that by myself, let alone go out in public. You know what I mean? Like, these people do. Like, I don't know how they do that. I'm like, oh, you got King Kong balls. And,
next thing we got, we're gonna get the cosplay community to convince Nico to show up in a cosplay unit.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't drink anymore, and I don't do drugs anymore. I tend to break out in felonies and shit. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Well,
Leg might have to knock me the fuck out, and you guys. I don't know who's going to be in charge of dressing me, but that's about the only way it's going to happen.
Well, I do want to remind everybody to make sure you guys are subscribed to Tales from the Flipside channel, and hit the bell so you get notified every time we drop new content. The interview should be coming out here within the next week, and it'll be interesting. So I hope you guys all check it out. All right, back to market report.
and just so everybody knows, I'm trying to get a Modoc cosplay for Nico. It's in my cart, so I'm just trying to.
Dude. Okay. Yeah. Because I got a big head.
Yeah. Let's see, where do we end off at? So we ended here. Let's go here.
Speaking of the fucking astronomical sales, wait till you guys hear this shit. All right. So, I already told Paul the stats, and he still can't believe his eyes. There's 39 9/8s, 92 9/6s, 700 blue labels, okay? The average price in 2019 for this book was, in 9/8 condition, $620. In 2020, it jumped to $1,825, and now there's the sale. And if you're the seller and you get paid, shoot us a direct message, okay?
Yeah,
And
I knew this book was. I thought it was pretty good spec. Like, I'm being serious. Except 7 or 8 years ago, and so prices. I mean, prices weren't what they are now for anything, pretty much. But definitely not then. Definitely not this book. And so I kept trying to win, but I gave myself a cap of $20 to spend on a copy, and I kept losing auctions. It kept ending at $25 and $25 and $25. Well, now it's a $5,000 9.8. So that was that. I ended up with two, but one was like a beater a friend literally gave me, and then I did have one, and I don't know where the hell it went. So, yep.
It's two of arguably the most fan favorite characters of the Turtle universe on a cover, and it's the introduction of the first appearance of one of them. So yeah, it's a good combination.
Well, I know we brought up second print right before the show. Did anybody look up like 9/8 price on a second print?
it's weird
Because that's going to follow suit. Right?
You would think, right? Well, again, I haven't looked at it in 3 months, but 3 months ago, the second print wasn't moving like the first print was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, generally they're going to follow. It's got a couple of things going for it because of the I think the comic size is also desirable. I bet you a lot of people don't even know that they're not getting a comic size thing when they fucking get this thing.
Right.
No doubt about it.
I mean, so second print sold in September for $450, and but so yeah, I think it would surpass that now. Oh wait, but at 9.6 sold for $700 in November. So there's that.
Well, there we go.
There's that. There's that. So yeah, I gotta take out one or two second prints I have left and see if they're even worth grading.
Cool.
Mania.
So should we go to these books, I guess?
Hell yeah, dude. I freaking love these books.
Okay. So this is all me. So Tech
Long your
36.
bat.
Yeah, right. So Tech 36, CBCS, not CGC, 5.5, first Hugo Strange, 7,000. Yeah, you read that. It's not one, it's a 7,656 and 58 cents. I was bidding at 57 cents. I got outbid. 49 on the census, blue label, highest. Highest. This is amazing. I don't know. I didn't put the highest. I think the highest is like a 8, maybe. This is an amazing deal. A 5.0 sold in April of 2020 for, get this, 21 grand.
Yeah.
A 6.0 sold for 30,000. So now this is restored. So we're gonna say this. This is restored.
Tell them where it's from, though.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, it's from. No, this isn't the one.
Oh, that's not the one.
This is the other. It's the other one.
Okay.
We'll talk about the other one. Don't. That was 37. We'll talk about that next. This is restored. I think this was incomplete. This was. I think this was missing. Oh no, that's the other one missing. This one's I think incomplete. I think it's missing something or restored for some reason. So, but it's a restored copy, and it went for 7,656. So it's very interesting. And I'm gonna pull up the eBay so I can actually, because I had it pulled up, of why it's restored, just so everybody can take note about it. I don't want to misrepresent that. That's a That's a
Is
regular
it
copy.
restored or conserved?
I'm going to look that up right now.
Here's the run of the Golden Age keys on Batman going crazy again.
Yep, and it is. Let's see original listing.
I see a lot of people in the chat right now talking about what a pain in the ass it is to bag and board magazine-sized books of different types. I agree 1,000%. If anybody out there knows of a bag for 2000 AD, hit me up.
So it says professional restoration includes moderate. It's hard to read because the label's all kind of crunchy, but moderate looks like tears on cover, pieces added to cover reinforced, spine split seal, tear seals to the cover.
Well, that's substantial.
And,
Yeah, I knew it was pretty.
And interior, it looks like something interior. I can't really read it. They didn't give me a good. They just gave me a.
So it was just major conservation.
Yeah.
Still, that's a lot to do on a comic.
Yeah. Color touch on cover. Yeah, interior cleaned. I think so. Yeah,
Damn.
It's just professional. Yeah, mod professional. I'm trying to zoom in on the thing. Yeah, so moderate professional resto. Yeah, moderate would be underwhelming, I would say. So, so that book. Let's go to this book. I don't know what the one is. Okay, so this
love
is
that cover, dude.
okay. So this is Tech 35. It's a CZC 0.5 Universal classic, obviously. Hypodermic needle one, and so it went for 7,450, 45 blue labels, 5 green labels on the census. So this was an incomplete, and the back cover is missing copy. For reference, a 1.5 blue label sold for $10,800 in July of 2020. So it's it's hard to.
Well, but it's a demonstration that people just want copies of these books. Like when they're that rare and that old and that coveted, they don't give a shit as long as they have a copy. It can be missing a centerfold, missing a back cover. If it presents well, they pay.
Let's go back, and since you just talked about all this, this is my next book. So Tech 37. Bob Kane file copy, last pre-Robin issue that the chats are talking about it in the chats right now. So everybody's like, Dino hammered that $5,490.99, but this was a trimmed copy from Bob Kane, added 2 staples to it. The coupons clipped out the 13th page, and 6 pages are missing. So
it's amazing.
So let's kind of put this in perspective. I put the last 0.5 incomplete purple label sold for an astounding $3,348 in August of 2016. So it just people say, you get trimmed restored copies. It's like we talk about this. It's like when you see books like this, you don't even care. I mean, like it's almost in that realm of Captain America 1, you Sensational Comics 1. You just grab it for the right price. You don't care what grade it's in because it's bound to shoot up, obviously, and obviously being a Bob King file copy brings credence to this as well.
Insanity.
Yeah. So that's those are the 3 tech books that Nico said at the beginning of this thing. Is why are these on eBay and
on the same night on Sunday in no reserve auctions? I mean, somebody's got King Kong balls and was just like meh, and I love it.
Nah, dude, just comic dorks. Don't watch any sports. Got no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? Like,
but I just love this stuff.
Oh, I know, I love it. I love it too. But yeah, that's a good. That's definitely yesterday. Ending auctions is not. This is not that.
Moving on to this is you, right? Comics Journal.
Yeah, no, that's a super cool book. Okay, so we talked about the Comics Journal. That's the TMNT book. Comics Journal 85 is the Black Suit Spidey book. Predates Secret Wars number 8. There's a lousy 2 recorded sales on GPA. Just a handful of blue labels. 8 total on the census. 2 signature series copies. Highest graded is a 9.4. There's 0 9.2s, 190, and then there's this 85. So the two recorded sales are this 85 at 4.25, and a sale back in October of what I presume is the same book for $350. Pretty freaking neat, though.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, if you didn't know what was inside of that, you'd pay $1 for it if you saw it in a dollar bin all day.
All day.
You'd be like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I'll take that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a Kubrick cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. We talked about that one already. X-Men 4.
Goddamn.
Guess who's back? Back again. X-Men 4, the only book to have spec life twice, like from crossover.
Like Steve Horn says, Spec doesn't die; he just rests.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you think this book is popping not just because of Scarlet Witch, but also because it's the first Quicksilver? I mean, was that as big of a deal for like a potential Silver Age buyer at a $2,000 price point? It is? Okay. I think so too.
The real Quicksilver.
Right?
Yeah.
He was good, dude.
He's the fucking greatest, dude. He made
Absolutely.
that movie.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think other people do too.
The mansion scene to the to helping Magneto get out, man. That shit was just nuts. It was so good.
I didn't pull a lot of the census data. I mean, it's a Silver Age X-Men book. There's a lot of copies on the all right. Like we all know that. But just to give you some idea of the price escalation, average price in 2019 for a copy in this grade, $766. In 2020, the average price for a copy in this grade, $1,100. Now we're at $2,000.
And with the little spec that in that poster, that Magneto's helmet is made with the Scarlet Witch's fire magic in the promo poster or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I've only seen it online. I don't know if there's posters out these days, but like, that it's Magneto's helmet. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Shows that getting good. That's for sure.
Cool. More X-Men stuff.
Yeah, so this is kind of one that, yeah, I was like, hello. 847 blue labels.
I love how Lane's writing everything down. It's great.
Yeah, 14.98s.
I'm filling up my glass down here, dude.
104 9.0s. 85 9.2s. 83 9.4s. 28 9.6s. Average price in 2019 was $339. It's more than doubled. I don't know. It's always been kind of like the redheaded stepchild of X-Men first appearances, and it's making moves.
It's because it's Neil Adams' art, man.
No.
That's my joke. That's my joke.
It was a good joke.
Thank you. No, I mean, it's X-Men is, after this X-Men, we're gonna see stupid prices when it comes to X-Men if all goes like we're all kind of planning out it's gonna go. So this might be the first foray into jumpiness is another one. Here we go, boys.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys can kind of see what I'm paying attention to, and it's these X-Men books. I don't know how much time we have left. Everybody loves the Pressman variants. This being the Pressman variant. If you're not familiar with that, Brian's already been to your Goodwill and your local toy shop trying to find his own copy of this particular book.
Well, I'll show after you're done here. Remind me, I'll show you guys something.
Nice. 847 blue labels, 14 9.8s, 104 9.0s. Yeah, let's see here. Oops, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Scratch all of that. All right. 112 copies on the census. All right. Total of the Pressman variant. 94 are blue labels. 18 are signature series copies. So there's 21 blue label 9.8s. 7 signature series 9.8s. This one obviously signed by Jim Lee. In December, you could get a blue label 9.8 for $650. Some autographs do matter. Jim Lee is one of those autographs that matters. A 9.6 sold in October for $130. And a 9.4 back in January, just less than 30 days ago, for $135.
Yeah.
One of those rarities. Keep your eye out for. It was a big deal for a long time. There's a lot of new buyers in the market, a lot of new collectors in the market, and they don't know about stuff like this.
So, as Nico said, I've been looking for this book for a while. Never been able to find one in the wild. This is where you guys. This is why you guys love this channel. Shout out to Unpressable Defects. Let's give them some free cornbread, right? So I see 172 people watching live. This is the type of cornbread that you give thumbs up for. If you guys want this book, go ahead and grab this board game right here. Yep, and look at your local Goodwills. Look at your local flea markets in the board game section. This is the board game right here where this book will come in. Sometimes you'll get lucky. It might not be in good condition, and it might be in there. You never know. But this is a tough book to find. It's like one of those Wolverine Nabisco variants, or the 102.5 Wolverine. Stuff like that. This is old school X-Men collector. Free cornbread. So shout out to Unpressable.
Sweet.
Dude, have you seen the price on the fucking Nabisco variants lately?
They're crazy.
I guess I waited too long on that also.
Yeah, me too. Dude, I went and looked for it when I saw this thing moving. I was just like, it's over. There goes that one. Shame.
And let's go back to that. The board games aren't as expensive as you think they would be.
Mm-mm.
They're like $30. So
yeah, but
$30 to, you know what I'm saying? If you buy them on like online, $30 for a gamble to get 1,000 isn't terrible.
Yep.
Well, when I think about like what trading cards cost, Christ, or mystery boxes, I'll stick with a Pressman board game.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
All right. Add this to the list of the long list of books I wish I didn't do this podcast for, because if people watch it and buy them all, I'll never own a copy. Like, apparently doesn't have one either. So now we're 0 for 2. Any of you guys have one?
I do.
No.
I do. Yeah.
My man.
Yeah. You guys know I love this magazine stuff. This is my collecting niche right here. So I love Boom.
I pressed one to like 9.2 for somebody.
Wow.
And it was a while ago. I was like, damn, I want one. And this was probably 3 years ago or something. I don't really keep in contact with him anymore. I should hit him up and just see if he wants to sell. Just get it right there. But I'm not positive, to be honest. This was a very fine copy. The price wasn't bad. Also, this book was relisted. He had it at $500 starting bid for. I think it's more than one. I know for sure it was one, but I think more than one auction. And then so he dropped the starting bid. I don't know if the starting bid is like $475 or $490. He dropped it just a little bit, so he got 2 bidders out of there. You know what I mean? So it's a nice copy. And these, and being like the newsprint and stuff like that, they just get soiled. They just get shit all over them and stuff like that. They're not the soiling isn't too difficult to clean, but you can be delicate, like in the places where there's like deeper colors, like the red and stuff, red or blue on the front right there. The back is almost all like the white but newsprint color. So yeah, that went up a couple times. I think this is a great book. I'm constantly looking for them. I've been asking for years, and I haven't found one that I want. So at the price I want, and I don't think this was a terrible price either. I didn't buy it.
Good stuff. 2 CGC 9/8. I don't know who the fuck has those, but you're studs. One sold in May of 2015 for $800. There's 76 copies on the census. That's it. A 6.5 sold in November for $262. A 7.5 in November for $600. An 8.0 in November for $500. An 8.5 in October for $771. A 9.0 in August for $927. And a 9.2 in August for $737.
Yeah. It's a great book. That's all I gotta say.
All over the board. Freaking love it.
I mean, look at that squad. Look at the characters. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, come on. Like, let's just do it. And it is pre GSX1. It's never gonna hit GSX1. But GSX1 and 2.0 just sold for $1,200.
Jesus Christ.
So there's that. And I had a 9.2 on eBay like 8 months ago for $3,300 and nobody bought it. And it went
Wow.
Yeah, I put it back in the safe, and thank God I did. Thank God I did.
So on the show, we're doing comics. We're exploring more into different areas now. We're going to be
talking about it now. We've always been talking
I'm
about
just saying,
this shit from get go.
It's more encompassed now. So Charizard, Pokemon, first PSA 10 Shining Charizard, first edition.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
20 stacks, baby. 20 stacks.
Dude, for a lizard creature.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, see, I guess not playing. I don't get it. Like, you know, like
I get it. I just don't like
I mean, no, I get it. I get it. I guess, but it's just to me.
Do you play like on your phone? They got like a Pokemon game on your phone.
Pokemon Go, man.
Dude,
Pokemon Go, yeah.
Yeah.
I know people that play that. I'm like, I don't get it either.
It's a more exercise. It's like you can walk around your neighborhood and get exercise and play video games at the same time.
The kids that are buying or that are going crazy about this stuff are the kids that grew up with it. Just like, you know, people that are 10 years older than us don't get G.I. Joe or Thundercats or Transformers, you know?
Yeah. The same was, well, and then the difference with the cards, like, I guess it's just what you understand. So kids, you know, well, kids, whatever, whoever old ages you are now, that have this, they understand the same way, you know, I understand, baseball, basketball, football stats. You know what I mean? But stats to me are like, they're quantifiable. This, I don't know how to quantify.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand why Mike Trout and Michael Jordan sell. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense.
Rarity, right? 100% rarity.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, show them the other non-sports cards.
Yeah.
Well,
We're going through the list, baby.
It's fucking nuts.
That's dope.
This isn't necessarily nuts, you guys, because before I got back big into comics, I got back big into cards, and one of my favorite all-time places was the PSA boards, and there are running, lists.
Did I get any of those?
Yeah, you got some of these. So, but I don't know if you got Batman. But this 1966 top series in high grade have always been highly collectible by people that collect just cards in general.
These are Batman.
Yeah, but not this Batman. The Batman.
It just says the Batman.
Yeah.
How about the Bat gas mask?
So yeah, this is the type of stuff. Yeah, these are
That's
great
fucking
things.
awesome.
These things sell for good money. If you have like the one with Robin and Batman on it, these have been selling for a long time, and it's really cool to start seeing more comic people talk about cards, especially with the explosion of the Marvel cards that we're seeing that we're going to obviously talk about here. But if you guys have been Flipside fans, you guys know that we've talked about some of the really cool cards that you can collect that necessarily aren't sports cards or aren't the necessarily big four sports cards that are really hard to find. Star Wars cards. Our next one that we're talking about is Star Wars. And when you see a PSA 6, Luke Skywalker from the original 77 set selling for $610.
Yep.
Nuts.
I mean, it presents well.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I never got my C-3PO boner card. I've been looking for that card, to find at a decent price forever.
I got Slave Leia for your boner.
Yeah.
No?
If you guys know about that card, you know what I'm talking about. It's one of the coolest cards in card collecting history. This is the other crazy stuff. Yeah.
Come on, let's go through it. So 91 Cosmic cards, DC and Argo edition, $200, factory sealed boxes. Obviously, we all know wax sells. Old wax is starting to heat up. Marvel mystery or Marvel masterpieces. We'll go down the list and you'll see. So this one, we got, look at this, 1990 Marvel Universe number 10 Wolverine.
This is
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the original Impel set. This is the set, you guys, that created like all the comic cards, in my opinion. This set has that Foom cover, the Foom scroll, Stan Lee as the scroll, and you guys are going to see that here in a second. So this is what is crazy to me, that these are selling for what these are selling for.
Yeah. Oh, what do you? Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's freaking nuts. I don't understand even how to like take these things out of their like whatever
Binders.
None of it, dude. I mean,
You want to get plastic sleeves?
I got major issues. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. When you come to Michigan, you just bring your cards with you. I'll take care of you.
Oh man.
Okay.
It's all very unnerving.
91 Comics Image X-Men trading cards by Jim Lee, 48-pack sealed box, $250. So
at this point, do you just buy these non-sports cards when you see them?
Yes.
If they're unopened, yes.
Marvel, yeah.
I'm going back down to my old house. There's a comic shop that has sealed Marvel cards. They weren't
not anymore, bro.
Yeah, I know. McClay, you were like, don't buy that shit. I should have just bought it because they were like, I mean, it was like 90 stuff. It was like, 1990. No one cared.
Yeah, I have card friends that they live in states with more shit open. And they travel around to different antiques and stores of flea markets and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And after like last week, I think it was, after last week, Brian shown some of this stuff. I was like, dude, just look for the cards. But I was like, but basically, pretty much, I don't know what to tell you except you're looking for unopened shit. You know what I mean? Because they're not these. I mean, they were opened by us as kids. We didn't take care of them like we thought we were taking care of our baseball cards.
Well, and
you know what I mean? I'd be like, this is my best card guard. I got to put my best new card in the best new card guard and switch it out and shit like that. And then I do have some friends on the hunt, but the best I can do them is just like they do with cards. I'm like, dude, check eBay because I can tell you a few. Like I know if I saw that box at a store, I would know to buy that box. You see a Marvel Masterpiece or something, I know to buy that box. But hologram sets, things like
hologram set. So 1990 Marvel Universe complete hologram card set. It's a Impel 5 set.
What kind of little jeweler eye do I have to buy?
A loom. You have to buy a
loop. It's called a loop.
Yeah, 20 grade. Yeah.
I'm gonna look like the Monopoly man.
Yeah, it's the Monopoly guy. And the problem is like it's almost like cards or comics when grading, like edges, scratches.
Do I need a top hat?
Yes.
I am his size.
Yes. You are his size.
Like a midget.
Here we go. 99.5 Fleer Marvel Metal
This is
Trading
fucking nuts,
box.
dude. Look at that.
No, this is a sealed hobby box, so it's more packs, obviously, but still, it's $1,044. I mean, I don't know, Brian. Do you remember when these came out? Like what they were going for when they came out? Like the hobby boxes?
Usually about $30 to $52 a box.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, let's see what else we got here. 1990 Marvel Universe Series 1 complete set plus the holograms, $435.
Great deal on that. If those PSA 10s are selling hot for that symbiote, like the big ones are selling hot for in PSA 10, and ththose have borders on them. So,
fuck would you know if that's if those are in good shape or not?
Well, you're taking a chance. This is a great buy because you just bought the holograms basically, and anything else is extra. So you've got all those cards. You have chances at hitting at high grade, and you can see they're pretty decently centered. Like that symbiote Spider-Man. If the corners are good on it, I don't see that. Seems like it might just be a tad off centered from left to right, but you can see that most of the centering is good. So you're hoping that all the centering was good in that print run that box.
And what is it the grade, Brian? Like $12 a card now, 15?
Yeah, 12 to 15 a card. You can if you get into huge groups. But here's the problem, and this is where PSA is screwing up so bad. The wait time is like people have been waiting 9-10 months. I mean, Stein has been waiting since May or something like that. And they haven't even put them in to grading yet. They just got them as arrived. You literally, in order to get stuff graded in a decent amount of time, you have to pay the $50 or $75 per card, quickest thing. And, I'm getting ready to do that with that Kobe card. There's no doubt. I'm doing that with Kobe.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think my cards are just They're just not big enough to do that shit.
Here's a 91 Impel Marvel Universe Series 2 trading card, a sealed box for $870. So obviously, when you say sealed boxes, just buy it all, dude. I mean, I'm sure the prices aren't going to reflect. Now, don't go buy it at $870. If you see it for like $100 and other, just start snagging everything, dude.
I feel like those are like $8 at a thrift store.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
Shout out to
not that you find them every day, but just saying.
Shout out to Andrew. He says,
Yep.
I just pulled my 1-pack out of a box that I paid like $4 and pulled the Stan Lee in it. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. Like, I fucked up so bad. I went and I got those Star Wars cards, right? Now, I got lucky with the Batman cards, but there was a whole box of Star Wars cards. I just took, like, the Yodas and the Boba Fett's and the Slave Leia's and the Carbonite Han Solos. But the Luke Skywalker, I'm sure they had them in there. They had the New Hope cards. I didn't take any of them. I should have tried to buy them all. Major screw up.
Well,
it's
that's
neat.
the other thing.
And I couldn't get excited about sports cards, but I can kind of get excited about this stuff.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool. So, this right here, I love. I love this right here. This is cool to me.
A card 10.
Yeah, the Marvel Universe Premier Edition. This is the Impel set, collector's card tin. So they only made 4,000 of these tins, and it's still factory sealed. So it's better than just the box. It's the whole set, and you get it's kind of like the Sapphire cards that Topps puts out, where it's a little bit, and they're numbered. So I could see these selling for even like if this craziness continues, like these could be $2,000 tins,
Yeah.
So
sure.
who was asking this question? I can't remember, but it was like, who's buying this stuff? Is it card people buying this stuff? Is it comic people buying this stuff? Have we just not been hip to this market? And it's sort of been percolating over time. I mean, is it rising? I need a card person desperately. I got a friend who's a non-sports card comic guy who's, I think, going to try to give me a crash course on a lot of this stuff, but I wish I could just get him on here to listen to him because he's brilliant. You hear that?
Well, listen, if there's anybody out there, hit us up on our IG, Tales from the Flipside on IG, and let us know. If you are somebody that knows a lot about these cards, we would love to get somebody in and pick their brain and maybe do a little talking on Flipside. So
maybe I'll talk to my cousin. He's huge into the card community. He's got his own podcast. So maybe I'll.
Yeah. It's crazy what they're selling for, and even sports cards. I mean, look at this right here. This is crazy. We all talk. The Super Bowl just happened, but these are some sales of Tom Brady. This is his Prism. These are this year's cards, right? His base Prism, his first Prism in the Tampa Bay uniform, is selling for $13 to $20 just for the base card. The Prism, the silver Prism version of it, the silver, refractor, $350 to $500.
The LeBrons did something similar last year, first year for the Lakers.
Yes, and it's still doing it. I mean, and you guys can see
second year, but whatever, you get it.
Yeah. The Brady rookies are selling for ridiculous amounts, but it's really telling when you see his newer cards selling for decent money. Here's a 2020 Panini Mosaic, the Disco Silver Prism. He's in his Tampa or his New England uniform because it's his MVP card, but it's still sold for $62 for the base. A 2000 score, one of his rookies, just raw, sold for $237. I mean,
wow.
His cards are seven. Here's his Bowman, just his Bowman base, not the Chrome, just the Bowman base rookie, $1,260. $500 for the Fleer Metal from 2000. Not even. I mean, like it's crazy.
The Bowman Chrome Raw auction ended at like 5,500 last night.
Yeah, it's crazy. Here's an optic hollow from 2016 sold for PSA 9 sold for $135. Just a pack of 2000 Flair Tradition unopened. Just one pack sold for $31. So cards are ridiculous. Here's a second. 2002 Tom Brady. It looks like 8 card lot sold for $255. So sports cards, we talked about them last week also. They are getting absolutely. If you guys are walking in a flea market and you see a box of cards like Nico is talking about, take a look. Take a look, because even some of the cards that you never thought would be worth money are selling for big money nowadays.
Yeah, it's taken about 7 days for me being like, I'm fucking selling all this shit to me being like, so how do I grade these cards again?
Yes. Oh,
Son
man.
of a bean.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I sold. I want to say shout out to Hive Comics. I sold my. I bought a Ronin set off of them. You guys are talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I totally forgot about it. And I pulled out that Ronin set, not the Stan Yak one, the other one. And I think I bought it for like $30 or something. I sold that thing for $350 the other day for the set. Turtle stuff is selling. Those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures comics are selling for like $200 raw. I can't believe how much turtle stuff are selling for, and we had a pretty hefty Turtles marketplace. Are we going to start seeing those Turtles action figures and Turtles cards? Are those going to start heating up?
I just left Turtles cards behind. I hope not. Son of a bitch.
That's the type of stuff like you just don't know. I mean,
well, and there's Chromium image cards that I know have Spawn cards in them. And are they going to go bananas? Have they already gone bananas? I don't know the answer to this, but it's very interesting for me.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be in the hobbies we're into, gentlemen. 166 live viewers. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell, and don't forget, you guys, leave a comment if you guys want to win this copy of the Wanted Comics High Republic exclusive, the Virgin variant from Will Sliney. I think that's how you say his last name. Will, if you're watching, let us know if we're saying it right. Is it Sliney? Will Sliney? Okay.
I feel like it was Sliney.
Yeah, okay, that's probably right. He's a dope artist, so shout out to him. I think he's out of Ireland, so which would be even better. We got to get him on the channel one of these nights. But this is a beast cover, and
I think I found him on Instagram. We're gonna find out if I did or not.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna give this away, guys. In order to win this, what you got to do is leave a comment as soon as the show gives the ability to leave comments on the YouTube page. It's below. Leave a comment, not during the live chat. Leave a comment. Tell us your favorite all-time Wanted Comics exclusive. They've done a lot of work with some amazing creators. Greg Horn, Will, John Gallagher, some just beautiful covers over there, and we appreciate them. Shout out to Wanted Comics. Also, shout out to Hive Comics doing big things. Shout out to Bird City. You guys check out Bird City Comics. They just recently put out a new Joker cover, so also make sure you check them out. Check out Hive Comics for the Berserker exclusive they've got going on. A lot of people in this community that we appreciate, and that when they do cool things, we like to shout them out. So shout out to all of them. You guys want to get into pickups?
Yeah, but what about the secret Star Wars project? Will you tell me about it when we're off the air?
I'm not telling you.
Whatever.
Dude, it's
fine.
not
Be that way. It's fine. Be that way.
Fine.
Fine. Let's go first.
I'm going last.
All right.
Who goes first?
You want to go first? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. All right. So I buy a lot of comics. We don't have to really go crazy with all the nonsense I buy but I do want to open this thing up because I thought it would be fun. We'll see if I mangle it while I'm here. The 9/8 sell for a bunch of money. Lord knows I probably have no shot of getting a 9/8. We're opening this up on camera, not screwing it up.
Get the box cutter out and just slice right through the book.
Dude, I got a box cutter to help too. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes.
Let's talk.
Do you want to go to somebody else while I mangle this book?
I call this my comic sword.
Yes.
My comic sword.
Yes.
It's handy at all times.
Yeah, I got one too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about what you're opening right now. We're going to get into this pretty big here in the next couple of minutes, but the Miles stuff has gone crazy, and Ultimate Spider-Man and all that stuff is going to be part of this conversation for a little bit here. So if you're a fan of Miles, make sure you guys stick around for this pickups talk. Where you at? How are you opening this up? Explain how you're opening this up. Are you going down the side or going down the top?
Well, my plan, which I haven't thought about at all, is going to be to try to get the bag to just let me open it up like a package instead of trying to like screw it up.
Like flex it.
Yeah, I don't want to be like pulling it down.
I think you just if the top has a little bit of space, you just go right across the top, right, and then drop it out like.
Well, this thing, there's a lot of space.
I think you did it right. I think you went about it the right way.
I mean, there's a lot of space.
I'd push it at the bottom or top, and then just get scissors and dead cut one end off. That's what I would do. That's how I go about it.
There we go. That's the sounds like the easiest
Do
way.
you think I could just slide this out of here? I thought that would be a terrible idea.
Yeah, I think you just slide it out of there.
I mean, the color roll will be, I'm joking.
Well, I was gonna try to
cut the size around.
No, I was gonna try to cut right up the freaking middle and like open it up that way. Like,
just slide it out, dude.
Oh, yeah. Lord have mercy. Okay, maybe you guys are right, son of a bitch.
There's people in the chat that are freaking out. They're like, just don't do this.
What the fuck's it matter? I mean, believe me, I've blown a lot more than $70 on comics. So have you if you watch this show.
Yeah,
and if you haven't yet, you sure as hell will. Yeah. So.
Listen, I got a plan. When are we gotta get Elon Musk to become a comic book fan?
He hates comic books. He says it's the worst investment ever. He's on Rogan talking about it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Really?
Whatever.
Yeah.
What about sports cards?
Fuck what a billionaire thinks about what I should invest in.
Yeah.
Wow. Here we go. Hot takes.
Oh, we're good. All right, boys.
Oh boy.
I'm not a super genius like that dude either, so I got to sell comic books, man.
I should have left it in the fucking bag.
Wait, how much was it?
$70.
Oh, you're still good.
Oh, it's not that bad, bro.
I can't tell.
$70
$70 are still good, though, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're definitely right. All right, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. Yeah. Thank you. Hurts. They fucked me.
Well, I think you did when you opened it up. So there you go.
Yeah. Clearly not.
Well, maybe you can help it by giving it giving it a little bit of love, but yeah.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
You're supposed to let the card breakers and just rip your comic in half now.
Ball. Oh man. All right, you got any more?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, ready? So I paid $20 from the same guy.
Score
from the same guy. So wow. Like, yeah, he fucked me on the other book, but like, I'll be all right. You know what I mean? While I was there, I buy things that I just like. Like, I like Gen 13 covers. I particularly like that one. Grabbed an Elsa from him. And again, more Gen 13 nonsense.
Yeah.
All this talk about Power Rangers. I grabbed these San Diego Comic-Con variants.
Smart buys.
They were $20 a piece. I was like, all right, I'll take those. Grabbed like a 5-pack of these from Midtown, my comic shop, someplace. I don't know what else. I mean, I buy a lot of comics, dude. First appearance of whatchamacallit, Alpha Flight, $70, cheap. You ready for this shit? $30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. What's the stamp on there? Is it like a?
Yeah, it's a great date stamp. It says, I think, Kimmel and Son Shoes, which is
that's
pretty
cool,
sweet.
Dude.
Yeah, I was shocked. Paid $15 for Space Vixens.
Nice.
Stole it.
Dave Stevens.
LB Cole, $30 make you holla.
Nice.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
Slave Leia, $7.
Wow, that LB Cole book was pretty damn nice for $30.
Yeah, is that crazy? For $30?
Jesus.
All day. Out of a dollar bin, Cowboy Ninja Vikings, I'll take them every time. I spent so much money, they just gave me this.
That's a good one. That's cool.
Sweet book.
Yeah.
They also just gave me that, which they didn't know how to price. They were just like, you can just have it. I was like, all right. And then I paid $7 for Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I got like a little short box full of crap over here, but we don't need to necessarily go through all of it. But anyway, that's
Nice.
kind of some of the stuff I bought. I got a couple other packages over here that I don't necessarily want to make you guys endure me opening, but
Well, I say we
can do
get
it later or
to Sean's got some interesting
For real.
pickups. Yeah.
I do. I have. So one this. So there's a promotional insert because everybody's sort of giving with the mass stuff. So I got the 85, the promotional insert. I got a mass 9.8.
nice.
And so it seemed to be doing better and better in price. And I think I paid a little over 100 for it. And seemed to be doing okay with that. Series everybody loves, and this just keeps selling. So I was like, okay, I had to throw my hat in the ring and get Something's Killing the Children 198, the Frisian. Yeah, so seems everything in there seems to be going up, and I figured it was also an awesome win. There was a guy that was selling first, second, and third prints of Ultimate Fallout on eBay. So I said, fuck it, and I bought all three.
Not bad.
And so I have them here. I have other copies of this. I have another 9.8 of the second print. I got a first print like 9.2. I got a couple of raw first prints. I got a few more in the pickups over here. I ordered more second prints. The thing with the second print, because I started to pay a little more attention because I was priced on 9.8 and I just raised the price again to a dumb price. I was getting I had it up for like $800 for the second print, the Bagley second print, not the Pacelli white cover. All right, so I'm going with this, and I was like, you know what? It just miles. I'll future price it. Take some. The place leaves the planet. I don't want to be left holding the bag, so I think I had it at like $7.99 or something dumb. All right, well then I start getting $400 offers. All right, no, well not yet, but thanks. Because it was at like probably when I priced it was probably about a $330 book maybe, and not long before that it was in the 200s. And then I start getting $500 offers, and I'm like, geez, $500 offers for this thing? And I was like, well, clearly I shouldn't sell it. If I get a bunch of $500 in offers one day, somebody's going to pay what I want. And then so I start watching, and then this weekend, so we had a $575 sale for the second print.
Bang bang.
I mean, it's up $300 in 3 weeks. And then there was a best offer accepted, which was after. I'm not sure what it was. I didn't do the background research to figure out what it was, but it was, I think, $625 or $630. But the best offer was accepted, and it was accepted after. So that thing, yeah. So that second print, that's just going nuts. And I think the print run on it is like 15,000 or something. So I mean, this is because people still think second prints are first appearances now for some reason. They just keep going up. So I not only was got some from someone I know. I have more in the mail. The second print. That's the affordable way to go. And hopefully they're going to be gradable copies. They're supposedly near mint. So I'll have more coming. I've got some sitting here that I was going to show some more in the pickups. But yeah, that thing's really like seeming to leave the planet, and it's a logical progression for how everything's happening like that.
Do you see those? Do you see those the second print variants starting to heat up anymore? That if you're talking about the logical, if those second print regulars are going up, do we ever see those second print variants, or will they just be cut? They'll never get there because they were you could order as much as you want. There was the
Pacelli second.
Yeah.
I'm almost surprised it's not a third print. Consider that, but whatever.
They call it the second print variant.
Okay, yeah, and then they just call it second print and second print. Yeah, so I know I do. I know the people who've been talking about it, like, and I on the Spectral Hangout, we had people talking about it, and there's more of them out there. But I mean, it's his face on it's his face on the book. They're white covers. They're not that hard to clean, but they don't naturally stay nice. The one thing about the second print, it doesn't have the baggy crease of the first print, so it's a little easier to take care of. So the second print probably lasted a little better. It's just that there's a tenth of the amount of copies. So there's that. So anyway, yeah. So with those, I keep seeing it going up. Screw it. I raised my price. I'm gonna try to get more. I don't think there's, to me, I'm not in a hurry to sell Miles. I just think the money is so tempting because most people have these books and didn't spend a ton of money getting them. So the amount of profit that they're getting like seems amazing. And I just feel like I've been fooled too many times this year to let the best dollar value spec character that exists in comics right now go at the second for anything more than what I feel is like a significant price. You know, I got time to wait, and it's only February of this year. We'll see how this year goes with all these crazy announcements.
This talk about people getting angry about him being the Falcon. Listen, you guys got to realize this. That's just a what if series. It's just like they probably have a lull in their writing schedule, and they said, "Hey, we got to let's do a quick what if series. What if the Avengers never existed?" That's just like a little fun thing to do, you know, Elseworld stuff. So don't worry, Miles is not going to turn into the Falcon anytime soon.
Yeah, that's true. So I grabbed a few. I actually got some cool ones besides that. I won this, but I got a Zion Optic PSA 10. But that was just that was a raffle I won. So nice. I didn't purchase it. I think it's like $150-$200 card or something, but grabbed it.
Hell yeah.
So I've got I've always liked the Marvel Tales. They've always sold okay, and this is seems to be a higher grade. I haven't taken it out of the bag yet. Marvel Tales 98.
Nice.
It is also Mark Jewelers.
Nice.
So yeah, I sort of with the double whammy on it. So yeah, the Mark Jewelers Marvel Tales 98, 98, 99, the reprint, 121 and Spider-Man 121 and 122, the Death of Gwen Stacy saga, just some spec book, Generations 1 for obvious reasons. The characters on the cover here doing okay, and then being like $2 that I can probably turn into 9.8. So that's just easy investment. Same here's another variant of the same book.
That's a nice cover.
Yeah, I think they're great covers. I don't think I have to explain I don't think I have to explain the spec on that. Other ones I'll be grabbing. I know Topher originally reported this, and Topher and John in one of our hangouts had re-reported because this having Falcon on the cover predates the Cap 25 issue. So this is a month before. So, and he's not in the book. He is in the book, but he's not part of the story. If you remember, like this whole Infinity timeline, it'd show like the first page, it'd show which characters are in the book, and he's there, but it's like he's grayed out. So it's like part of the timeline, but not part of the book. So it does say Captain America with his picture on the inside of the book. Wow. But he doesn't appear in the storyline, and it's a month before Cap 25. So I figure it's not terrible. Another thing, just try to get some 9.8s out of him, see how it goes. This one, I think this book is rare, and I know it's like like believe it or not, $300 or $400 9.8, and so Nico,
shout out to Style Collector. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
I see. So Nico, I think you like this, the Gen 13 bikini pinup.
Absolutely.
Really tough, great cover, and it being, I took a flyer on online calling it very, very fine, and for not much, $5, $6, $8, I'm not sure, just to see what I could do, and just because I think it's a great cover. Didn't have one, rarely seen it, and I only found out recently how much it sells for in that high of a grade. So I wanted to do more background on it, but I haven't. So we go with I still like the later print. So the second print, Batman New 52 #1. Yep. Any of those printings, we already went with the wanted comics. Buddy sent me a few of those in the mail.
Yes, remember,
our pickups are so similar. I picked up a Batman 1 Walmart variant. This week too.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Christopher Colbert, man, killing it.
Let's go.
Listen, Jesus, we appreciate you, brother. This is.
I think you just paid for our StreamYard subscription.
You did, my friend. Thank you. Big shout out to Chris. Thank you, brother. We see you.
And again, like I said, I got some in the mail from the friend, so just more Ultimate Fallout 4. So one, just one of each print again happens to be, but it's always, you know, it's nice to get them there. And then these are my exciting ones, and there's just a few here, but we know that I do the if you guys, people who watched on air, Instagram, whatever, know I'm a Masters of the Universe fan. And so, and plus John Z's not here today, so I had to bring some foreigns out.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the German trade editions of some of the best Masters of the Universe covers and variant covers, and they're fairly limited. They're hard to find. So I've got here with Skeletor holding He-Man's sword, which I think is the first time. The backstory of Skeletor.
I got that book
on the cover like that.
Yeah.
But do you have the Legendenden von Eternia?
I do not. I do.
No?
Isn't
Such a
it
great cover.
Did Campbell
Yeah.
do the cover?
No.
I thought it
did
was
not.
a Campbell cover.
You guys might have seen this cover as well.
Yes.
You can also see 9/8 signed prints of the same cover above my head. We're going with the She-Ra also,
Nice.
and one of the rarest Masters Universe books to find, as far as I know, is this She-Ra cover. I think it's harder to find than the Skeletor, to be honest. It's a Terry Dodson cover. It's a variant for number 1. I got a 9/8.
That book's a nightmare. Wow.
Yeah, I do have a 9/8.
Well done.
It stays hidden.
I've never seen one of those in the wild. Never.
Really, I have. Yeah, even like our friend
Sean's like, I have all of them. That's why.
I do, but like I had a 9/6. No, well, when I bought the 9/8 is when I sold the 9/6, but the 9/6 I got graded myself, and the 9/8 I didn't, and it was the guy, he wouldn't come down, but it was like $450 a few years ago, and I was just all, dude, it just doesn't come up, and so I had to, I was like, I can't just be this Masters Universe collector without that 9/8 in my collection, or at least a copy. So then the 9/6 went for sale, and I think I got a cheap copy of just a Rod, another one. I mean, it's not Dino finding it for $2.
Yeah.
Finding the Skeletor for $2 in Baltimore, but
Yeah, whatever. It's no
Yeah.
big deal.
was it $3 or $5?
It was $3. It was like $3. I just threw like 3 extra copies of some bullshit on there, so he didn't see it. I was like, I got 3 books,
People
man.
are still mad about that. Like,
Yeah,
I still hear people be like, "Fucking Dino."
Yeah, you got
Well, dude, there's a absolute dickhead seller named Angelo out here, and he's just absolutely like. And so I go digging through his books. I saw him trying to lowball this guy, like a Hulk 181 6.5 quadruple SS book. I now own it because I was waiting for him to walk away from this jerk dealer and make a deal with the guy. Really, really nice guy, still friends, and he's trying to tell him it's worth like $1,000. Another time he's flipping through a 181, and he's paying way, and this is 4 or 5 years ago, telling him it's way high. And he's like, I mean, it doesn't have the moral value stamp, but I mean, it's like one of the best. Just goes like glosses over it. Like if I just threw that in, and I can tell these are just dudes looking like they want a first Wolverine. They're not lifestyle involved in comics like we are. You know what I mean? And I'm just like this guy. And so I pulled my first variant, Skeletor variant. He had it in the bin, priced at $25, right? And then he had a bunch of I got a Masters of the Universe, the same series, number 1. He tries to, in his $3 bin, he tries to jack the price up to me on the number 1 to $10, not the variant. And I'm like thinking, dude, I got like a $400 variant in one of your books here that you have $25 on. You're gonna try to jack me for $7 because you don't even know your own shit. That's what you get. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna leave. So anyway,
Comic karma, man. That's comic karma.
Dude, it happens, man. You know, you try to
should have
get
heard the speech I got.
Guys like us will come get you, dude.
Exactly. You should have heard the speech I got about like the bagged comic. Like, oh, I took it right off the shelf and it's been in my personal collection, bagged and boarded. And I'm like, all right. I should have known then he was full of shit.
Hey, people are gonna see me in 2 weeks. I'm bringing a red suit with me, dude. It's gonna be over. I'm going.
What you got going on in 2 weeks there?
I am going to a show. I'm gonna set up with red suit involved, and I'm before the show. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna catch people.
Bang bang.
Wait, what? Who told you what was bagged and boarded?
That
Nico?
goofy fucking Ultimate Comic Spider-Man.
Oh, got it.
Like
Got
no one's ever touched it. Because before you buy a bag book like that, I was just like, so where was this from? Because it was a guy who worked at a shop who's been super cool with me. Look, I got no complaints. And maybe he's not full of shit. This is obviously entertainment for the fucking podcast, but
it could have got screwed before he got it.
Who knows? God, all the finger gripping from people in stores. Oh,
Yeah.
All right,
next?
you Paul, you got any pickups?
No, I need to open some. I got a mountain of boxes. I just haven't.
You gotta get your thing out.
The working man. I've
Yeah.
only got one thing that I'll show real quick, and then we'll let Dino go. Shout out to Modern Playbook Crew for reminding me that this is a good book and to find it. Got the Sentai number 2. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Oh, sweet.
it was pretty. It was the only problem is as you can see, it's got a little.
Doesn't
bit of
matter.
damn- Yeah.
Doesn't
but-
matter
Yeah. Other than
None
that,
of
it was
those
very
books
good.
are sold. That's the problem.
because nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
Well,
People are like, why is that a $400 book? And they don't care.
yeah, but that was nice. So make sure you guys keep an eye on the Modern Playbook Crew. They're doing some really good content on the channel. They do their Pro Spec 10 that is coming out tomorrow morning, I believe. So a new Pro Spec 10 list will be coming out tomorrow morning. Make sure you guys go check it out. I think it's already premiering or it's set to premiere, so you guys can just go hit the reminder button. And then there's the roundtable version of the same show, basically, but where they talk about stuff is really cool content. So that one will be Thursday morning. So make sure you guys check those out. All right, Dino, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's go. We'll leave the best for last. But so I bought a showcase. Was this 55, right? Whatever. Solomon Grundy essay. It's rough. It's beat boys. But I mean, for $15, who cares, right? I mean,
That's a super underrated book, man.
yeah. Grundy doesn't get the love it deserves. I bought 10 of these boys. Thanks to Leg, you the man. So came in no problem. The packaging. Did you get yours yet?
No.
They came in really nice, like a nice box, like pizza box almost. It was great.
Yeah, I have stuff I haven't opened yet.
I guess this is a $60 book. I don't know. So Star Wars variant.
Well, let's just take a look and see what those are going for. Why don't
Variant,
we?
or is that a
Second print.
Second print. I guess.
Good call.
I heard it's like a $60 book. I don't know. I buy these things. I don't know.
That's what the cosplay lady.
Well,
was
let's
on.
see. Well, let's
Yeah,
see.
that's
I'm
what
looking at
cosplay
it. I'm looking at it right now, and they are selling for. No, they're about $13, $15 right now.
She lied
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
She did lie to you. She lied to you.
110 and 9.8 though.
This one is a dented really hard. I haven't took it out of the bag yet, but yeah. So like the box that came in took a big smack right there, but it's pressable. It's not color breaking.
Yeah, not bad though. Nice. It's nice to see those selling for what they are.
Sean, I thought of us. I don't know if we had this book. I think we had the Red Sonja version, but it's showcase with the Power Girl newsstand. Right.
That's her first solo comic.
Yeah. I think I did it for like $10.
That's a great book, man. I'm sorry. There's just there's a lot of Power Girl love out there.
Yeah.
And just it hasn't got its due. People know about it. It's been around forever. There's a lot of copies, but like, yeah.
This is a real clean copy too. I'm surprised. The front looks great for being the black, all black. Obviously, I like
Yeah.
fine. So get that for like $11. Here's I won't go through them all, but I've been picking up a lot of GI Joe covers for like $5 or less. So I've been trying to find newsstands or like nice, decent copies of books for GI Joe. I got a nice stack over here, just random GI Joe-ness. So, and then the creme de la creme boys. Which one do you think? I'll end the. So I bought 2 big books. I want to thank Nico and I thank Sean for this. Z never got back to me because he doesn't love me anymore. But so I got these 2 books. I saw them in a private sale and I was like, do I pull the trigger or not? And Nico's like, what are you doing? You just buy them both and don't forget about it. So
Goddamn right.
I bought a Real Life Comics. This is number 5. The old Tojo cover. CGC 3.0. I got this for a steal. I can't. I don't even know, dude. It's
Okay,
interesting.
You're not gonna get another one.
Yeah. So we talk about census, and I looked at the census. Six
total.
total, dude.
Damn.
Wow.
Good find,
So
man.
I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take that one. And then as I was like, well, since I bought this one, he goes, can you hook me up with a deal for the other one? He's like, yeah. And he's a good guy, and I've dealt with him before. I bought the Divinity one from him, that the Rosa variant. So here we go. This is Marvel Comics, number 45, and it's a pedigree. My first pedigree book, actually. It's an Elwyn pedigree book. So
yeah, that's nice. Which pedigree?
Elden.
Yeah,
Elden.
I didn't recognize that one, but that he must have just graded it because those pedigree labels are brand new.
Yeah. So
as far as the color of the labels, not obviously pedigrees.
Yeah. So he I think he passed away, I want to say in the 90s or 2000s, but they finally just started legitimizing his pedigree. Is a newer pedigree that's been around. He had like a Cap One Comics. Interesting notes. So the pages are off-white. Spine of color completely split and reattached with tape on interior cover. So
Not
That
that
thing
bad.
presents so well, dude.
yeah, so if it didn't have that, dude, it would be a monster book. Like it's like beautiful from all angles, dude. Like even the back's like really nice. It's just like it just split for whatever reason. It just the spine was so brittle. It just
So that's the only Marvel Mystery Comics that has Red Skull on the cover.
yes.
Wow.
I
didn't
describe
realize
it. Yeah, I describe it as the Indiana Jones cover because it reminds me of like a scene from Indiana Jones where like the American soldiers are being tortured by the Nazi, whatever the fucks. And it's scarce. Like it's a rare low print that people want. Like all the Marvel Mystery Comics are low census, but I think that one only has 30 copies in the census.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, 30.
It's
the
a
only
fucking
shitty part is it's got
monster.
the old comic link on it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Fuck it.
Oh,
fucking-
screw everybody that puts stickers on their fucking slabs.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate those people.
But whatever.
I
dude.
swear to Christ, if I ever get a fucking Reggie Collects pedigree on my book, I'm gonna ban the seller from my eBay page. I'll never fucking look back.
Does he do that?
Yeah, he puts his own sticker on there.
Are you kidding me?
I
On your
swear to
slabs.
Christ.
So the interesting thing is the amount I pay for these. I won't get too crazy, but dude, it's like if people say they give me absorbent amount of money, do you sell these books? You're not gonna find these books ever again. Like, what's the absorbent value? I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it 10 grand? Somebody just walk around with 10 grand and say like deuces.
It's if you need money type thing. That's what it is. It's don't sell that unless you need it.
Yeah, rainy day money.
Yeah.
It's like gonna miss the mortgage money.
Yeah.
Kid needs surgery money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, like because that's honestly with job being back and forth, stuff like that. Over the years, I've taken the lazy route and done things like sold $500 9/8 instead of listing $10, $50 books. And you know what I mean? It's the easy thing to do is sell the easy money when you should do is buy the shit you bought to grind in the first place or sell the shit you bought to grind in the first place.
And then the other thing too is we haven't talked about it much, but I sent a bunch of stuff to Leg to get pressed and submitted. So I got a 25 pack rolling around. I told Leg, I go, I don't know if I'm dumb or an idiot, but I go, I don't even know what books he sent because I sent like 30. So I told him just pick them out and it's good. Yeah, I go, it's good. And I go, don't tell me what the grades are, and we'll just open it up live.
Nice.
We'll just cry together.
Everything's so. Oh shit! Shit's just getting. It just depends who you get. Shit's just getting hammered. Like I said, one of our friends that's like 72, and he did pre-screen, and two of the orders, most of them hit, and then one order just got shit hammered, and there wasn't any rhyme or reason. I didn't put him in fucking order for him, other than grouping the books that are the same. Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to any of it. And there's one person that I've submitted 300-400 books for this year or last year, and a couple orders hammered out of her fucking mind for no reason whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And then ones they're just gifts. And like I had one of them that there was like 18 copies of the same book, and I put a few in each order. One order hammered, one almost all 9/8. You know, and I did not. I actually. The book I'm talking about became so valuable that it became worth grading. A lot of stuff I would only send for 9/8, or if I'm going to pre-screen for myself or someone else, only going to send when I think it's 9/8. Some of these books, you know, like stuff like a lot of Teen Titans 12s, I thought were like 9. Maybe they couldn't get 9/8. Well, 9/6s are 300 and something bucks. So it's like, well, just fucking great.
You know, and that's the problem too. Is like, so that book. So I sent you one. I got like 20 of them sitting at the crib. But I don't want to send all 20 in one shipment because they're just going to not, you know, it's just going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to see one and compare it to one and compare it to one.
Sometimes, like, I do really well with multiple copies. And other times, it's a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still haven't figured out the trick for that, or if it has anything to do with anything.
I love
I'm
this.
all ears if anybody's got any advice.
I love this comment by Read or Die. Read or Die says, I pick up Golden Age books and I plan to keep them until I pass. We are romantics of art and history at heart. You're 100% right.
Amen.
I think that comic collectors are fans of art and history, and it's a perfect medium to collect if you are.
I'll announce it because obviously I'm from Michigan. I'm going to the Knights of Columbus in Livonia to set up. I actually might bring those books and put stupid, ridiculous numbers on there just to get some movement around the booth. This one's like more like dollar books. I mean, a dealer might come up who we all know who might come through and be like, "Yo, I'll buy that book from you for," you know, and then try to haggle on the price. But most common folk really won't even either look at it or touch it or don't even want to, you know. But
JJ says, is there an ideal amount of books to send to grade, or it just doesn't matter at all and may as well just do pre-screen?
25.
Yeah, 25.
It's all about shipping.
Okay, so the shipping's are issue. So 25 books, period. Because anything over 20, so 26 books is 2 orders. 25 books is 1 order.
Yep.
So like, I mean, monetarily, wait till you get 25. If you've got 17 or something, maybe the shipping will be a little less, whatever. It sucks.
That's under the same tier too. Remember to tell me.
Yeah, same tier. Yeah. So same tier.
And the thing too is like that's a good point. Don't really wait for just 25. I would send 30 to your presser if you're getting your own, because it's like not all of them are going to be 9/8, and at least she has some leeway. Like I sent him like 30 or so. Just there's going to be something like you didn't catch. Like I didn't catch a Deadpool of Hastings with a dog ear on it. Like it's just things you miss, so he at least, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's things like that, and pre-screen is up to you. I'm just gonna tell you, there's not rhyme or reason. Like I wish I could tell you that, pre-screen's the way to go. They want to make money, so they'll just I don't think they grade you any differently. But sometimes I feel like they have, and then sometimes I feel like they don't. I've had a very few pass. And then I've had ones where they're almost 100%, and it's just it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I don't know.
You know, and the thing too is like in a general PSA too, don't complain to the people pressing your books that you don't get 9/8 on all your books. It's not their fault, man. You know, it's like, you know, or dude, what do you think the grade's gonna be? It's like. The grade's going to be what the grade's going to be. Like, there's no magic Houdini box ball kind of thing, 8-ball that, you know, people shake and like, oh, it's going to be 9/8. I guarantee it. Like, it is, you know.
Yeah, it's funny. The ones I guarantee are 9/8 are never 9/8, and the ones I think are 9/2s are 9/8. Yeah. I mean, that's not overall, but I'm just all this. Yeah. It depends. It depends who you get there. I mean, I have actually over in that corner. I use really bright lights, and luckily I still have pretty good vision, so like I've always had good vision. My hearing is shit, so I have to do this for sure with a headset, but like I can thankfully see pretty well, so I see a lot of things that I think people don't necessarily see, and I everything gets like a close-up bright light treatment.
Dude, we've done a ton of books together, man. I meare it's like we've seen the gauntlet, man. I mean,
you never, and right now everywhere that I see posting, like unfortunately people are not having the best results, and that's even if they get their freaking books checked in. You know what I mean? I've been waiting for a while for other people's stuff to get checked in. 2 orders got checked in today. Whatever was sent like that shit got there last week. It's not checked in. It's not going to be checked. It's not going to get checked in this week.
Yeah, no doubt. So
Well,
my
their trading time is after check-in time, which can be whatever the fuck they decide it's going to be.
Yeah, and my tips for CGC are like things I do wrong, right? Like I give the advice I need to hear. Resub your 9.6s, not all the time, but way more than I do because I never do it.
I never do
right?
it. Yeah,
And I think we talk about like this fractional difference, right? That like, why is that a 9.8 and that a 9.6? Yeah, resub them.
Yeah.
If the money makes sense, right? Like I don't do it, but I think people should do it. Paper has fucking memory. I think sometimes the press just fucking comes out. Those, particularly with these books sitting down there so goddamn long. I think that's worth a dice roll. The other one is I don't send books often enough, right? Like if I was on my shit, I'd be sending them out every 2 weeks, every whatever, so that I was constantly getting stuff back and constantly getting stuff out the door. Those are my two major failings. I don't necessarily sub enough modern books to like really worry about the 25 book whatever. And I also tend to pay for higher pricing. I know a lot of people don't. It's like if it's after 1975 or 77 or whatever the hell it is, it's modern or die, no matter how much it's worth. If I've got like a book that I think is worth, X number of dollars, I pay for the more expensive grading services. I just do. I get them back quicker. And sometimes Value and Express, like it makes more sense to pay for the higher tier just because you get them back quicker again.
Yeah, I had a guy with like a Hulk 181, some other like a Marvel Spotlight 5, some other big time keys. This cheap fuck is trying. He sends me the grading paperwork. He's trying to throw him in the like the fucking value tier. Right?
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea.
They're sitting down there for $3 fucking, and it's over a 9.0 too. The thing was the most probably 9.4. Probably there was a like a 1/4 inch tear on the back. Otherwise, like it's the most beautiful copy that I've held in my hands raw, or you know what I mean. And so like that. Other than that, that tears on, but it's so small. It's like it's on the back, and the rest of the flush should be on. Well, you put him in that tear. You send him some shitty bag and board, right? Like, am I supposed to hold your fucking hand and tell you what? And it's a dealer. It's not like not like a buddy I'm helping out. You know what I mean? A buddy I'm helping out. And then he's like, "Well, I don't believe I got the grades." I'm like, "Well, you paid $20 to grade a fucking $8,000 book, $10,000 book." Yeah, you know what I mean? And you let him sit on it for 3 fucking months in whatever shit you want it to go sit in there. And this is your fault, not mine. There's no way. Like that's the other thing about checking them in. Here's like, you got to really try hard to pack consistently. Anybody's listening, seriously, like try to get them in the same bag, and if they're the same size books, like so I'm on, try to get them in the same bag and board. Throw away the 8 cents for the bag and the new board. Get them in there. You want them on there because you don't know when they're going to open that box, and you don't know how much the post office is going to throw them around before they get them. Try to get them as uniform in the box as you possibly can. And because you don't know what's going to happen.
I use Storefolios too. I mean, I'll eat the $6 on Storefolios, dude. Fuck it.
I don't do that. I know you guys suggest that. Sometime we should make videos of how we all send books to CGC. Like my goal is to try to make it as easy for them to get my books out without messing them up as possible. I don't send anything polybagged. It all comes out before it goes. I'd rather be the one taking them out, even if the bags are see-through, and I'm paying CGC to get rid of that line in the back on the Ultimate Fallout 4s, which I think they do a really good job at doing. Yeah, for all the crying and complaining that people do about CCS, my experience has been that they do dollar for dollar a great job on that. Getting that line out of there, I think Leg will agree with me, is a nightmare. Takes forever. Not worth your money. If your presser does that for you, that's a kindness that they're doing for you.
Yeah.
But so
for friends.
So I pay CGC to do that, or CCS rather, to do that for me on my Ultimate Fallout 4s. I don't know. Those are just kind of some of my thoughts.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do a video. I see in the chat everybody saying how do you pack your books. I mean, that's easy peasy. We can do it. We can show you how you ship books too. That's the other problem I'm getting. You know, I buy shit on eBay and it's, you know, a bubble mailer and, you know, nothing. It's like,
yeah, I've been getting better. I think people are learning, and I've tried to, like, I feel like I really had a hand in the blue tape revolution of shipping comic books. I've been saying this for years on whoever would listen. So I think it finally got paid forward. People are starting to use the that tape. But by the way, when I say that, do that on like 1 or 2 books. Like people want to hold like whole bricks of books together with that blue tape. Don't bother. You can, because if those are wrapped up usually in like a magazine bag or something, you just go ahead and use the go ahead and use packing tape, because that'll come right off the bag. The problem, don't do the big stacks with the blue tape, with the painter's tape, because it can actually rip. Oh, there's one other thing. I've been saying this to people, especially lately. Okay, so these Marvel books, what is it? So Marvel now, 2012 or whatever. So they started to change the shitty paper quality. Like if these books have been sliding around a long time, so they're starting to get they're starting to get like that color rub on the back of these books. They always got it. Don't get me wrong. But they're starting year after year being transported around and shipped around. They're starting to get that rub. If you have these Marvel books with that kind of paper, do yourself a favor. If you're going to rebag a board, you're going to move it around, you're going to inspect it, you're going to do whatever you're going to do. Like when you pull it out of a bag, pull the backboard out with it. Get your damn tape out of the way. Pull the backboard out with it. You do not want friction on the back of Marvel books at all. Like they're just. I'm starting to see less and less and good. Yep, just that. And also, as dumb as it sounds, don't use the Gerber stuff. Use the slick like BCW cheap on these Marvel books.
And I'll show you boys.
Somebody pulls them out. Or CGC pulls them out. Like those the texture on the back of the expensive like half and full backs, fucking take the paint right off that shit, man.
Yep.
So like
that's very good information right there, because I use halfbacks and full and Mylars on everything I send in, and I
don't do that.
Yeah, very good information.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm telling you, I'm starting to see it over and over, just more and more by like books that I've gotten just, you know, from other people, my own Marvel stuff. It's just like, all right, you know, so if it's bounced around, shit could have been shipped and resold 3 or 4 fucking times by now.
Yep.
You know, for as old as these books are.
And that's the problem. Like that book I just got, that was an international shipment. That came from Australia or United Kingdom. So you know that's just
last time I got a book from Australia, I remember it had tape on the book.
Yeah.
It was a fucking, you ready for this shit? It was a Golden Age Black Cat 50 from Mexico by way of Australia. And it comes with fucking tape on it. I'm like, please, Lord, I've been a good person, not always, but recently.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, it's really it really is tough with some of these books. And the older they get, like if you've got, you know, Edge of Spider-Verse 2s, Darth Vader 3s, like if you've got these Marvel keys that are with this shitty flaky ass paint paper, dude, get them. Don't if you're gonna ship them, don't let them slide. I get them slabbed sooner than later. Yep. And hopefully they stay in there and look nice and do a return for you, man. Just don't just keep moving those things around, or like dealers don't show to show. You know, pack them well. Those things aren't going to last very long.
All right, guys, we're going to get calling it a night here, but I want to remind everybody, in order to win this book, we're going to announce, we're going to pick a random winner out of the comments on the YouTube video. Tell us your favorite Wanted Comics exclusive variant that they've done over the past couple of years. Let us know in the comments below on the YouTube video, and be a subscriber to the channel, and throw a like on Wanted Comics IG page, and you have a chance at winning this book next week. We'll pick a random winner out of all those comments. So again, tell us your favorite Wanted Comics exclusive cover over the last couple of years on the comments below. And other than that, thank you guys for watching tonight. We appreciate you.
Thanks for the super chats.
Yes, you guys, thank you so much.
Chris,
we
you're the
appreciate
man.
it. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.